Hello and welcome to Nellie's Hobbies. I'm Heather Forgan and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Thank you for clicking that play button just now. Over on my Facebook page, Instagram and Pinterest, I've been sharing a few projects this week using the super versatile Touches of Texture stamp set. As you can see, this comes in two parts and has a variety of different stamps, 15 in total. So although at £30 you might think it's a bit pricey for this stamp set, but the superb quality of these stamps and the fantastic combination means that they have endless possibilities. So personally, I reckon it's worth every penny. So let me just show you what I've shared over on the rest of my social media earlier this week. I started off with this card here, which, as you can see, uses a few of the different stamps on this one. I've used some of the background bits and bobs on that one. I then showed a box that I had made, which is this one here. And as you'll see, I've stamped these little dragonflies all over the box. The reason for that is that the box actually contains these gorgeous little dragonfly candles that I managed to pick up in a sale. I then showed this card here, which is used in this flower here, both in the background and in the main subject. And I actually used it around about the inside of the card as well for an extra detail. The next project that I showed was this little box here, which is actually made to perfectly fit a small Yankee votive candle. And again, I've used the sort of lace effect stamp in a kind of ombre pattern on that. Nice and simple, and then I used this stamp there for my little gift tag as well. The next one in the series was this card here. Again, I've used a few of the different stamps, including this really cute little bee in there, and I also used the sentiment from Just Add Text stamp set as well on that one. This one I've used this background, a couple of the little sort of swooshes and some of the splatter on that as well, with the Happy Birthday die that's also available from Stampin' Up on that one. And I actually used some of the shimmery cardstock on that just to give it an extra bit of bling as well. So that's brought you up to date with the projects that I've already shared. The one I want to share with you today is this gift bag here. And this particular gift bag has some lovely chocolates in it, but you could use it for just about anything that you want. I've used Lemon Lime Twist as my card for the gift bag, and I've used this stamp here in Old Olive so that it does actually show up better than if I was just stamping tone on tone, as I did with that one there. So to make this gift bag, I used the gift bag punch board. I've shown you the envelope punch board previously, but this is the first time that I've shown you the gift bag punch board. But similar to the envelope punch board, it comes with this handy inbuilt scoring tool. And so we'll just go ahead and we'll make another version of this bag. Let me just clear some of this stuff out of the way for now. To make the bag of this particular size, I've used cardstock measuring 10 inches by 6 inches. Each of the bags actually have the same side measurement on them, but using the tool you can actually then make small, medium and large bags. This particular one is the small bag. As you'll see, it fits nicely in there. So obviously, had I gone with the medium or the large, they would have come to that measurement there. You can choose your own height of the bag. If you're doing that, you just need to add 1 1/4 inches to whatever end height you want your bag to be, just to make sure that you've got enough for the base there as well. So I'm going to quickly finish off stamping the rest of my cardstock. I started doing that off camera just to save a little bit of time. There's no right or wrong to this, obviously. You just do exactly what you want to do with it. There we go. So that's that bit finished. And I will clean my stamp once we've finished filming this video. Now, when you're using the gift bag punch board, you need to make sure that if your designer series paper or your card has a pattern to it, that you stamp it, that you actually punch it upside down on here. Okay, so you just slide it right to the very back there. You can't go any further. Make sure that you've got it nice and straight, and then you'll see that there's a little indicator there, and that's where you want to line up your card or your paper to start off with. You want to do a punch, and I'm sorry, but I imagine that the camera just shook vividly there. And then you do your first score at the side line there, and you need to do a horizontal score along there as well. And because you're doing a side, you want to put your score lines so you kind of get that gusset part there as well. You then need to move your card along, still keeping it nice and snug at the back there, until that little pointer is on your score line that you've just done. And this is where you choose your small, medium or large. I've cut my card to 10 inches wide because that's what we use for the small. You would need 11 inches for the medium and 12 inches for the large. Oops, and I forgot to do the punch part of that. So we'll just go back, punch, again and again. You line up your pointer with your score line, do the punch, and because I've done a side, I've done a front or back, I'm doing the other side there. Just quickly remembering to do your horizontal score as well. Line up, keep it straight at the back, and I am doing the back or the front there, whichever it is. So we go with the S line again. Now you do need to do one more punch, and this one you really need to make sure that you've got that at the back there so that you get it nice and neatly there. Okay, so I can get rid of those little bits of punched out, and you end up with a shape like that. I want to just take my snips, and I am just going to take that little bit off there and just take a little notch there so that we've got so that it folds a bit more neatly and gives you a neater edge on there. And because I've already got it in my hand, I'm going to use this as my bone folder. There we go. Just to burnish those lines. And I'm just doing the full lines at the moment. But obviously we've got these partial lines as well. Now I'm not going to fully burnish them, but I am just going to give them a little bit of encouragement to take that shape. Just like that. So I say that will just help your gift bag take a nice shape at the side. Yeah. Okay. So I'm actually going to use fast fuse just because it's nice and fast, and just run it down there. Okay. You could use liquid glue if you prefer, but obviously, you know, it does give you a little bit more wiggle room, but it does also mean that you have to wait a little bit longer for it to dry. I don't want to do that today. So these are my flaps, and I'm just going to put a little bit, oops, didn't get my flick quite right there, on that. I want to do the same on this one too. I don't want to stick that one to my mat, so I'll just quickly do it like that. And that's my back, so I want to put a bit more fast fuse on there. And this is the bit where you just want to make sure you've got it nice and square on there. Use that tool just to dampen it down there and make sure that we've got a nice sealed bottom. Now, the one tool I didn't bring, bear with me a second. Is like this one. I am going to put some holes at the top so that I can thread some ribbon through. So I'm just using my 1/8 hole punch in each corner there. And this will be the tricky bit, to try and get this ribbon through all of these holes. It's a bit like tying bows on camera. Most of us tend to struggle with that a little bit, and I seem to be doing the same just with trying to thread a ribbon. What I'll do is just neaten that up a bit and it might help. Oh, this is probably going to be the longest part of the video. I'm just going to use my scoring tool from my board. Oh, good grief. It really shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, that one worked better. And I'm going to tie that very quickly in a bow, in a knot even. You could take a bit more time over this. I'm just trying to quickly show you how the tool works. Pop that in there, and there you go. You have a little gift bag ready to pop in whatever treats you decide to do. And if you want to keep it a little secret, you could also use one of these binder clips to keep it nice and closed. And there we go. Different version of a similar bag. I hope you've enjoyed this project. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Thanks for watching. Bye.